Atlanta News First starts now.
A rundown apartment complex in Atlanta now targeted by city and federal authorities. Welcome back. I'm Blair Miller.
And I'm Savannah Louie. Tonight, we have just learned the complex is now being stripped of its federal funding because the owners haven't cleaned it up. We're talking about the Fairburn and Gordon apartments near I-20 and I-285 on the city's west side. Atlanta News First, Patrick Quinn reports on the actions now being taken by the city.
Broken windows, run down and rugged. The city of Atlanta this week is filing a nuisance action against the owners of the Fairburn and Gordon apartments in West Atlanta.
Number one, we are certainly aware of the issues at this derelict apartment complex.
Courtney English, Chief Policy Officer for Mayor Andre Dickens, told me this nuisance order through the courts can help fast-track improvements. The city targeting this complex at the same time, federal authorities are stepping in. The spokesperson with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development confirmed with me they issued demands for corrective action and notices of default against ownership here, threatening to pull federal funding for rental subsidies, adding in a statement, quote, "In the event HUD should proceed to the abatement and termination of the project contracts, HUD will ensure all tenants are provided tenant protection vouchers to use at other properties." English said right now there's roughly 25 apartments in Atlanta with unacceptable conditions. Among those, the city plans to soon demolish the Forest Cove apartments in southeast Atlanta. Since the mayor took office, English said they've helped restore 6 complexes to good standards. Righting a wrong, the city working to guarantee the roof over your head is safe and secure.
We're incredibly aggressive at going after these derelict landlords who keep people in completely unacceptable conditions. And so this is going to be the latest example of the mayor's commitment to ensure that every Atlantan has a safe, secure roof over their heads.
Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.